Okay, so here I am, Dr. IJB, aka Dr. Bruno, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about life diet. Um, now, most of the time when people are talking about dieting, they're talking about, oh, I'm going to follow this diet, keto, paleo, um, South Beach, whatever, for the next 2 months because I want to lose a lot of weight. The problem with that approach is that once the diet is over, people then have a tendency to go back to their eating habits of junk food, etc., and the weight comes right back on. So this should actually be termed the yo-yo diet. Goes down, comes back up again, just like a yo-yo. Instead, what we always recommend is a diet that you probably call the lifestyle diet. What I mean by that is that you want something that you can do for the rest of your life instead of looking at something for the short term. I mentioned in a previous video that when I was in my late 40s, I was 50 pounds overweight, eating junk food, sitting on my butt, and my blood sugar was elevated, my cholesterol was elevated, my blood pressure was elevated. I was a mess. I was looking towards either a heart attack or diabetes or some other health problems, and I knew I had to change because I was a doctor. I wasn't what you would call stupid. I had to know some things to get into medicine, and I knew that where I was at was not where I wanted to be. So I had to make some changes in my life. It wasn't just I go on this diet and lose this amount of weight. No, I had to kind of decide, what did I want to do in my life, and I had to make some changes. So I get rid of the junk food. I was eating at McDonald's every day, and that had to stop. I had to start exercising again. I was sitting on my butt all the time and not doing anything. Basically I had to kind of look at these changes as a wake-up call to change my life. So it was a kind of a lifestyle change or a lifestyle diet that I had to do. I mentioned that after getting rid of all the junk in my diet, starting eating more fresh fruits and vegetables, and a lot more fiber. Then I had to start exercising. So I exercise every day to try to help get rid of the slow metabolism that I had. But like I said, my diet basically had to kind of change. I couldn't keep on eating junk food and lose any weight. So no matter what I did, I could be running marathons every day, but if I was eating junk every day, nothing was going to work. So I had to change the way that I was living my life. So it wasn't just, okay, I'm going to be on this diet for the next couple of months. No, I had to make a lifestyle change. So that's what I'm talking about here, is that, it's almost like some people have said, diet contains the word die, and that's why people hate it. The thing is that, realistically, what you want to be looking at is how do you change your diets? Because, in medicine, we do call it a diet, by the way, that everything is considered a diet, not just, what you do for the next couple of months. So when you talk to the dietitian, she's going to call it a diet, and she's going to say, this is what you need to include in your diet. So from our standpoint, it's all about nutrition. It's all about good health. It's all about, doing things that you need to do. Eating more fruits and vegetables is important. Increase the amount of fiber in your diet is important. Fiber makes you feel full. So if you have a diet that's low on fiber, you're going to have more tendency to eat junk. So you want to eat more fruits and vegetables to fill yourself up, more salads, without the sugary salad dressings. You want to have some, dressings that's low in sugar and fat if possible, or make your own. Oil and vinegar is a fine dressing for a salad. You can also add some lemon juice, again, low in calories. Most vinegars, unless you're talking about, some of the sweeter vinegars, are low in calories too. So, say an apple cider vinegar, let's just say, and some olive oil, good dressing. Add some herbs, you got a good dressing. And by eating more salads in your meal plan, that's going to be helpful because salads fill you up. Add more water to your diet. Again, sometimes when you're eating, it's not because you're hungry, it's because you're thirsty. So drinking more fluids will help you to encourage the weight to come off slowly over time. Slowly over time, by the way, is the way you want it to be, if at all possible. You shouldn't be thinking about, I'm going to lose 100 pounds over the summer. It's not gonna happen. If you need to lose 50 pounds, let's just say, you're probably looking at 1 to 2 years. Of managing what your diet is all about, fixing all of the deficiencies, getting rid of all the junk and crap in your diet, and then, exercising to keep the metabolism elevated. You can't do one without the other. You can exercise as hard as you want, but you can always eat more. And the thing is, you can diet as much as you want, but your metabolism will just slow down when you diet. So you got to add in some exercise too when you're talking about lifestyle change, as opposed to just dieting to lose weight. So that's important also. And I would encourage people to try to do some exercise outdoors to get some fresh air. One of the things with lifestyle change is you want to manage your stress also. And if you get outdoors and you're communing with nature, you're going to have less stress in your life, less reason to eat stressfully. So think about some of these things that I've been talking about here. Make some lifestyle changes instead of just dieting. And I'd encourage you to check out some of my other videos too, by the way.